Welcome everyone to Talented Universe. Yes, we are live. We had a question in the chat room. Are you live? Yes, we are, but we had to wait until our timer went, but we are live right now. Welcome everyone. I'd like to welcome some people in the chat room early. Of course, Arc54. And we have let's see, there's someone named Film. They're in the chat room right now. Thank you for posting. And we just lost everybody. What?
Bye.
I mean, that is weird. Nope, now they're back again. That was a little crazy. But anyway, welcome to Talented Universe. Today is Thursday, May 30th, for most of us in our viewing audience. I'd like to welcome Fauna Nicole and singer-songwriter. And I'd also like to welcome my co-host, Vernon Barnard. Vernon.
Hey, everybody.
Thanks for being here.
Good as always to join you guys. We're excited to get to know Fauna.
Yes,
Me too.
You're excited to get to know us, yourself?
I'm excited to get to know Fauna.
Oh, okay.
And you guys. I
Let's
feel like we're all on our personal journeys.
Let's give it a whirl.
Yeah, let's give it a whirl. Let's start with the question.
Let's give it a whirl.
I'll let Fauna address this. This is about I think a new music video you're gonna used one or both my daughter's favorite anime shows for The Rain Inside Me. Bleach, The 1,000-Year Blood War, so perfect. I will definitely be getting the a cappella version on the 31st. Is that when that one's due out? Is the 31st?
Yeah, so
tomorrow.
Tomorrow I have an a cappella coming out of just strictly my vocals for a song that I did called The Rain Inside. And I'm super excited for that one because I feel like not enough singers put out their a cappellas. I think it's important to be, have your natural voice more showcased. Sometimes the beat and the instrumentals, they get into it a little bit and muddy up the vocals. So awesome. Well, hey, thank you. I'm excited that you're excited for the a cappella version. It looks like what this person is referring to is the music video for The Rain Inside. It's an official anime music video that's on YouTube. So if you guys want to check it out, it's got the anime Bleach showcased throughout the song. Have you guys ever seen Bleach, or do you know of Bleach?
I know of it, but I have not seen it.
Sounds familiar.
The animation is superb. So if you ever want to get into an anime, I would really recommend Bleach. Is a really good one.
Okay. And
it fits really well with the song too. The song that I wrote called The Rain Inside. It's one of those songs that really hits you in the heart. It's got a lot of emotion to it. So Bleach is a very emotional anime. It's not like Dragon Ball. Well, Dragon Ball's pretty emotional too. Can you tell I like anime?
A lot of people dying, yo.
Yeah, we've got some hellos. I'll just throw them up here.
Hello.
So you can see Beyond Electric Entertainment and Don McGinnis.
Well, actually, it's funny that Beyond Logic Entertainment is here because they helped make that they actually made the music video.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, so thank you again for making such a beautiful music video, Beyond Logic. It was superb. Well, hello, everyone.
That is great. So how did you get started in this adventure?
Well, I was born as a deer. I'm just kidding. So I mean, like
basically, how'd you get into being a singer, songwriter, part of your,
life?
I'll be more specific. Yeah.
Well, when I was younger, I always wanted to be a singer and an actress. I loved the Beatles. I still love the Beatles, but I grew up very doe-eyed, looking at the world, in a very musical way, you know. Everything about music I really like is it's got such emotional ups and downs, and that's kind of how life is. So I grew up always listening to the Beatles and Mamas and Papas, a lot of the older 60s like Cali bands. And I grew up in upstate New York. I was like, I just wanna do my music thing. I wanna go out to Hollywood. I'm so sick of the rain and the snow. And then in high school and college I did a lot of musical theater, music classes. I was in a few a cappella groups. Um, so I did that for a while and then I moved out to California and the rest is history. I'm out here trying to pursue one of the toughest career paths I think I could have chosen.
Yes, that acting, anything in Hollywood is tough.
Yeah, that's why I got these antlers. They protect me.
Well, and that's good, so you can defend yourself. Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have no defenses.
No, that will help. That will help. I'll tell you.
Oh, they help.
But also, you're a multi-thread, right? You're like not only on the musician side, you also got some of the other skills to balance it out, so it's a bit less tough, right? That it's not all hanging on the music side. You're doing
No,
some,
yeah. Thank you for bringing that up, Vernon.
of course.
I do acting as well and modeling. I'm actually pursuing right now modeling more than the acting aspect. And it's crazy. Like, I really believe in manifesting. So I've been thinking more about modeling, and people have been just like reaching out to me. So I think we are what we think about. So if I think I'm a singer, I'll be a singer.
Yeah, I mean, it can't hurt to have like it's still, I would say it's still in the same industry, and it has a lot of overlap. So I mean, it makes sense that you are expressing yourself in different art forms. So
Oh yeah.
great that you're able to do that.
Yeah, I also edit and I do like painting as well. So, now that I'm thinking about it, you're right.
Yeah,
I definitely have lots of different
things to offer.
things to offer people, and I think what's the phrase, like jack of all
All
trades,
trades.
master of none? Is that it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not all of the above, but mastery. Still working on that.
Well, it takes time.
That's okay.
It takes time.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead with. We have a couple of questions. Arc54 says, "Do you feel your own personality comes out when you do voiceover work?"
Oh, yeah, I do voiceover work too. We'll throw that in there. My own personality comes out. Yeah, I do. I've been working on voiceover work for just a little bit now. We have a audio story coming out, and I'll talk about that in a little bit too. It's called Springfield, but that's coming out soon. And for that character, the character actually had a lot of similarities to me in my life. So I love when I have a character to work with that has like things I can pick and choose, almost like that are representative of some things that I've had in my life happen. And to answer the question and to not ramble, yes, I definitely think my own personality comes out. But I think that's what makes it the journey, is like you have to have your own personality in any of these characters. Like with a lot of the actors you see or a lot of the singers you see, like it might not even be their, I guess, like original self. It's always like something added on top, like a layer, like a I don't know if I'm even conveying this properly. My dear brain. What am I trying to say? Fauna, what are you trying to say?
That's fine. I mean, I
Do you know
think we
what
get,
I'm saying?
well, we get what you're saying. It's like you get
Who
to
gets what I'm saying?
a part of yourself that's that might be,
Exactly.
that might be an exaggeration, but it's still something, well, Is that kind of what you're trying to say? It's still a part of you.
Yeah, it's still you,
Yeah.
but there's just like a little film over it to make it
Mm.
not you. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Okay.
I'm the vessel and there's
That makes
just
sense.
a
Yeah.
different outfit.
Ah, you see?
Ah, we worked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
You know,
And
you would never think that I would have a communication degree, huh?
no, I mean that's the thing. Like I am I don't know about you, but I'm a over processor, they say. Like I'll take a quick or not such a quick minute to express myself. So my one friend, she's told me before, just try and be more concise. That's let that be your word of the year. Try and be more concise. Try and be
Yeah,
summarize yourself a
I
bit better. But it's
that's
okay.
something I'm definitely working on.
No, man,
It's
it's okay.
clear to the point.
Artistic people need to go a bit further to get to the bottom of it, I think.
You know, and it's not just me. I promise, it's not just me, audience. This is definitely something that I've noticed. A lot of artistic, creative people have. Is this thing where we just kind of like we let the story go. We just
Yeah.
like, I don't know if it's called word vomit. No, that's from Mean Girls, right?
Nice
I
enough.
think so. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
we
man.
don't like those. Xander says, quality of your antlers looks fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Hello. Yes,
And then and then Ren says, what is your favorite song that you have created? Do you
Okay,
have a
so
favorite?
hello. Well, I'm gonna touch on what Xander said about the
Oh,
antlers
okay.
because
Okay.
actually some cool little fact about the antlers is I make this crown. I hand make it and it takes altogether the process probably takes like 7 hours.
Whoa.
Sometimes yeah, so these get 3D printed and I'm not gonna tell you all my secrets actually.
No, you better not. No, because
They're
then
just
everybody will
growing to
do
my
it.
skull. They're just growing.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, I hand make them, and it does take a long time, the process. But the process is actually really fun and invigorating because I really get to put in another aspect of, like we were saying, the creativity, the artistic side.
Mm,
Get to
mm,
throw that in and have a little bit of fun with the flowers
Hmm.
and the vibe of it. Because also, what I like to do is I like to switch it and have totally different views of like um, different side views kind of thing, if that makes sense. So yeah, thank you for the antler comment. That was really nice. They do take a lot of time. And then the other question was what song is my favorite?
What your favorite that you have created?
Oh, so I really like two songs that I'm really digging now, especially because when I wrote them, I was in a different headspace. But as artists, we grow and we churn and we learn different things. But I really like The Rain Inside. The other guest was talking about that music
mm,
video, and I
mm.
also really enjoy the song that I did called "Peace Come Back to Me." I think both of those I really really enjoy because they're about the struggle that I've went through
Mm.
in my life, I think we all have those thoughts of like self-doubt and like
Mhm.
overthinking and nervousness, all of which I had before coming on. But like, I think it's really important to be honest about those things. So when I'm writing my lyrics, I'm really honest and vulnerable with like how I feel about my life and who I am. And I think a lot of people resonate with that, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think we have moved into a generation where it's it's not as polished anymore, and people resonate with that because I think the jig is up in terms of everything being picture perfect, and that doesn't really translate into real life. So I think for that reason, people, yeah, they enjoy the sincere, sometimes broken expressions that people have, and they're like, just okay, that's really in many people's lives, so it's relatable.
Exactly. Like, oh, Fauna wrote about how she, wants peace to come back to her. Like, I want
Yeah.
peace to come back to me. I'm a jam to this song, you
Exactly.
know?
That's the vibe.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, that's all. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to pursue acting and singing and just, being a creative is that I know a lot of people go through this kind of stuff. Like, I even did student teaching, and a lot of the kids that I would work with, they had a lot of the same insecurities that I did.
Mm.
Um, and I was like, even more solidified after doing the student teaching. I was like, you know what? I definitely want to get into the creative field and help spread this feeling confident in yourself, who you are, to more people and
Yeah.
more, especially the youth. I think the youth have it so tough right now. If you're a youth watching this, man, I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do it.
Yeah. Naomi says hi.
Hi, Naomi. Aww. Actually, I love Naomi. I love everybody who's on here who said hi. But I was actually talking to a friend the other day about some people who've recently followed me and who I just really want to keep inspiring other people. So yay, hopefully I can keep doing that.
Yeah, and then ARC54 has one of her questions that's always difficult for some to answer. Like this: how emotionally difficult was it to sing This Time I'm Waiting for You, knowing that the author wrote it for his late wife to do a duet with?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that song it's very emotional. I want, any of the audience to definitely hear it, and I'll talk about that later too. But it was emotionally, I tried to be really strong. And I think that strength conveyed um oh man, I don't even know how to like, sometimes when you're singing, you have to really be stronger than the lyrics you're reading and writing. Does that
Mm.
make sense? So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
sometimes the lyrics I even write, I'm like, oh wow, this is like really deep. This is really sad. This is about a time in my life that is really difficult. And you have to be strong in order to push through and get those lyrics and, the vocals out. So with
Yeah.
that song in particular with Leo, I had to be really strong, and convey a little bit of that emotional. I don't even know how to put it into words. Like if I could sing it, like, I feel like I'd be able to convey it. But yeah, it was definitely very emotionally difficult for that song. But it's a beautiful song, and Leo is absolutely stunning. He is one of the most wonderful human beings I've ever met in my life. So a big warm shout out to him. Uh,
Nice.
yeah. Also, what I'm gonna totally be doing with this is I'm gonna cut up all the little parts where I'm like rambling. I'll be like, "See, I ramble too."
Yeah, well, we
Ta-da!
all
See?
ramble. We all ramble, and that is okay. Now,
Oh yeah. Hey, okay.
they say you have something coming out tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, it's an a cappella of a song I did called "The Rain Inside," and that one is about mental health. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, and same with in a few months I'm gonna release a cappella version for "Peace Come Back to Me" as well. Yeah,
Ah,
super
nice.
excited. Yeah, I feel like those ones need to be released because they are more about like mental health, and I think that having them be like bare bones, so to say, without the beat, without
Yeah.
the instrument, I think that that's like even more impactful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
with those ones.
it being stripped away and just the rawness, the
Yeah.
got
And
it.
I try not to do too much auto tune with my voice either. I like to have it more natural sounding.
Mm.
Yeah. I think that's something that is really awesome. And I think people shouldn't hide behind auto tune. If you know, if well,
Yeah.
auto tune's great in its own way, you know. If you have like a layer of it, just a very tiny layer,
Uh-huh.
it
Uh-huh.
just kind of like polishes your vocals. But
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think that, you know, the more real, the more natural sounding, the better, personally. That's just my opinion.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm
Unless
not
it's
trying to
like
come for nobody.
no. Unless
Nobody
it's like
cancel me.
no, I think you're safe. I think you're safe. Unless it's like someone who does it stylistically on purpose, like obviously T-Pain is the one that always comes to mind. Like that's just, I think
Yes,
he's not even trying to hide it.
notoriously.
He's not even trying to hide it. That's just like his thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a thing. Well, it's a
But
thing with a lot of people. But
mm,
a lot of the audience really enjoys that. And I'm not digging at
yeah,
any of that. Like that's
yeah,
totally cool. Yeah.
yeah. It's of course it's there's enough for everyone to enjoy their own thing, and
Yeah,
speaking
life is
about
so abundant. There's so many different things and different avenues and, you know,
uh-huh,
ways. So, you know, to each their own.
yeah, exactly, and not that we have to narrow it down, but just how would if you can how would you describe your style, like your musical style, because
Yeah.
it's quite interesting. I mean, I listened to about 5 songs, and it is yeah, it's something different. I don't think that's something you'll hear just every day, but that's also good. I mean, variety is the spice of life, they say. And how would you describe your style?
Yeah, I would say my style is like a little bit of like pop mixed with dark and dream pop. It
Okay.
also has it's my music style has been inspired by 80s, the 80s music a lot,
Okay.
as well as 60s. And you know, there's a lot of different things that I've pulled from. I love Tame Impala. I don't know if you guys know Tame Impala. They're like my favorite band.
Okay.
So I love the echoey kind of vocals that they used for
Oh,
Tame Impala. So part of the reason you'll hear a lot of the echoes is because I really am
mm,
inspired by them.
okay.
And then that kind of nitty gritty feeling is very much 80s. And
Yeah.
then the more classical sound is more like from the 60s. So there's a
Mm,
lot of ups and downs with, excuse me, the the genre. I don't even know. I would say maybe pop. If I had to really narrow it down, it would just be
yeah.
pop.
Yeah.
But it's
But
definitely a mix of lots of things.
yeah, you said something now that I heard for the very first time. That you say dark and dream pop. Is that like a official genre? Like
Um,
an official
so
genre?
Or are you
like,
starting a new trend?
ooh, well, I've heard from few of my music friends that I'm in these kind of categories, but
Okay.
like, I guess it's not like official, but I can
Yeah.
make it official.
You can make
There
it
you go.
So
official, and it's an accurate name, I would say. Like if it had to be
dark
categorized, like
dream pop,
yeah,
dark
like
dream pop.
dream pop. It does have that little um yeah, almost like I would say
Mystery.
midnight chilled vibes feel to it. Very laid back, but like you
Yeah,
say,
very
still some pop elements as well.
surreal sounding kind of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I for sure know that dream pop is a category on a few distribution sites for music. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's used enough. Let's get this train going. Let's
Yeah.
call this dream pop. I'm gonna call it dream pop.
Do it.
Do it. I mean, life is a
Everyone's
dream, right?
happy now.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Or a construct. We're not sure. So.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
And plus a dream, in a dream, like your mind can like go up and down. One moment you're really happy in your dream, and the next moment you realize that the Starbucks matcha lavender drink is only seasonal. So
No.
And you're in the wrong season.
I'm in the deer season, so it's like, oh man, what the heck?
Yeah, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. Ren T70 says, do you have any live performances in the works, or are you focusing more on modeling now?
Okay, so I have to get more confident, and everybody's been telling me like just do the live performances, but I'm still a little bit scared. I'm like a deer in the headlights, still a little like freaked out. I did a lot of stage and musical theater and performances on stage, but then a few things happened in my life. I kind of felt like stumbled, but that's okay. I'm rebuilding now, so
Yeah.
I just need to push the live performances. But in the meantime, yes, I'm doing modeling. Uh, Definitely live performances are coming up. I have a few people who I'm probably gonna work with. So I have a keyboardist, I have someone who plays guitar, that I'm very eager to maybe set up like a jam session, and we can kind of decide where we want to take that to live venues. Yeah. I just need to get more confident.
Awesome.
It's scary.
No, man, it's on its way. It's on its way.
It is. It's on its way for sure. Oh, there's something that popped up.
Yeah, screen. I just wanted to put, as we've been showing Fauna's links down at the bottom, if you don't want to go there, and it's like, I can't write all that down, just go to ndbmedia.net under the Talented Universe, under videos, and you can see, or go the direct link, which says ndbmedia.net/T U.html, and you will see Fauna listed in the 2024 category for podcasts. So I think she's like number, believe it or not, 3 listed down, because we've got some others coming up in the next 2 weeks. So, so she's either 2 or 3. I can't remember right now because I have changed it a lot in the last 2 days. So
change is good.
Change is good, but not when it's the last minute, like what happened, to me yesterday. Yeah. So that was not a fun day yesterday.
oh no.
Yeah. Someone rescheduled, and then someone took their spot. And so that was a little confusing to my co-host for the other show. He didn't know what was going on. And I said, yeah, welcome to my world today.
Welcome to my world.
But it's like, it's just the way it is. So, but anyway, going back to Fauna, if I remember correctly, you said that you sell your headdresses, or yes, you do, or do you not? Or is it special order only?
So many times people ask me about that. I would say I do not sell them yet. I am hoping maybe one day to sell them when I have more of like a brand. But right now I do not sell them, but maybe one day. And they will be most likely handcrafted by the Fauna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Personally signed. Mm-hmm.
Personally signed, yes.
Mm-hmm. Numbered.
Oh my gosh, like a little deer,
No, numbered says, authenticity,
Yeah. I like it. Let's do it. Let's set it up somehow.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Got to do that. I know. Let's see. I think we have another comment in the chat room. I just saw something pop up.
I like it. Send them all my way. Watch me fumble with my answers.
Yeah, you might with this one.
Okay.
Oh, no.
A reliable source tells me that Fauna is a talented painter. Will she fit some painting in her schedule and share it with us?
Yes. So I definitely paint. I paint more for like my free time. I will, who knows? We'll see what happens. I definitely love painting. It's something very therapeutic for me. So I need to find more time to dedicate strictly to painting or just doodling. So I I actually, for a while, I had a very big art account before the pandemic. Had a really, really big following too. And then, the pandemic messed up a lot of things for a lot of people, and my art kind of took a hit. Yeah, it did, right? It really did.
It really did. Yeah.
It really did. And honestly, when you look back at it, it's like that time was like a blur. Like for me, like I don't even, that was crazy. I don't even remember what I was thinking of half the time.
It was.
But I definitely need to paint more. So that comment from, I think it was Michael, thank you. I need to paint more, for sure.
It's sometimes it's hard to find time in the day to get things done. I mean,
it is.
It's a lot to juggle.
Yeah, but what I've noticed is if you get up early, like today I got up at 6:30, which lately I've been getting up at like 10 a.m. So 6:30 felt so alien to me. I was like, oh, I'm getting up so early, but I feel so productive. Like I already got my whole outfit on, like I'm ready for the day, and it's 9:30. Well, PST. Yeah. But getting up early, I think, will help me and help a lot of people kind of delegate certain things that they want to make room for and time for in their life. So it's a habit I'm really trying to get into more. I've been like asking people on my social media, I'm like, how do I get up early? Help me get out of bed. It's so cozy though.
No, it is. Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Yeah.
And like the pillow and the blanket, and it just all feels so good.
It's a safe world, that one. Yeah.
It is. Thank you. I'm glad someone agrees that it feels very safe.
But are you a morning person though, or do you think you can become one if you're not?
So here's the weird thing about me is like I'm not a night owl, but I'm also not like an early birdie. Like I'm more of just like middle.
Yeah.
But I think I would like to be actually a variety of all three connected. So I want to be a morning person, a day person, and a night person. So that's my answer.
Oh, that's good.
So you want to be, in other words, you want to be productive almost 24/7.
Yes, I want to be productive. I mean, there's some times where I'm like scrolling and I just feel so like sad. I'm like, oh man. I made a video the other day. I was like, hey, stop scrolling. Do that thing that you've been saying you've been needing to do. And then like I pause and I'm like, okay, go.
Yes, and I hit that right when I was in the middle of something.
Yeah. It always happens in the middle of things, right?
Yes, it did. I looked at that and I go, oh, how did she know? It's just like, oh.
I had someone reach out to me today and they were like, oh, I really loved that video. And I'm like, good, let's keep doing it. And then I go on my phone and I scroll. So I know it's I think we live in such a distraction world right now.
Yeah, there's just overload, like everything is in your face. It's tough to try and just dedicate yourself to the thing in front of you when there's so many things in front of you.
Precisely. And it's so normalized now. You know what I mean? Like jumping on the phone and it all started with Netflix and chill. Darn it.
Yeah. Naomi said that was a great motivational video. It helped me.
Yay! I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Yes.
I really just want to help people because life is hard sometimes, and that's again part of the reason why I wanted to do this is I want to help people through certain things. And what I like to say is like if I've went through something, I am sure somebody else out there has went through it. Like I think we're all just like mirrors of each other. So like if I can help in any way, I would love to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it be through these little fun little videos I do, or the music I put out, or the art I make, or the modeling photos I do. Well, maybe not that.
Well,
like I don't know if modeling is that inspirational, guys.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say we're probably going to close up in about 5 minutes or less. So if you're in the chat room and you have any other questions, post them now, because we're like on a 10-second delay. So I'll just keep talking, or Vernon will keep talking for a few minutes in case we do have any other questions. But Fauna, before we go, do you have anything else you want to say or announce or dictate or anything like that?
Well, I just want to say thank you for having me on. Number one, I was going to say that way earlier, but then I didn't. And I was like, oh no, when am I going to say thank you? I was like overthinking. But yes, thank you for having me on. And in all seriousness, thank you for all who's watching, or who's, gonna watch later. Thank you so much for giving time with us. Yes, of course. I love to.
Yeah, I mean, and that is very true. It's you gave us your time, and we do appreciate it.
Yeah, yes. And I mean, I have that song coming out tomorrow. It's an acapella version of The Rain Inside. Check out the music video. I'm super excited for that song, the acapella, to drop. And then I'm always posting, so you will see, if I'm on my YouTube, I'm posting about new song releases or videos that I'm doing. I'm starting to do other forms too of social media, maybe possibly even like Reddit, maybe X, I'm not sure. But definitely Instagram. I'm on YouTube, and follow me, subscribe, like, follow.
And Arend, he says, thanks for the podcast. It was wonderful seeing you, Fauna. And I would have to reiterate, if you're watching us, please like us, please subscribe, please follow. We really appreciate it. It shows you're out there, and then you can hopefully get notification when we have some other people on. As Fauna was telling us, she was noticing some of the people we've had on Talented Universe. It's like, oh, you've got lots of different people. I said, yeah, we do. And we're going to be having even more that I've only told.
I mean, they interviewed a storm chaser. How awesome is that?
How awesome is that? I know.
Like, how awesome is that?
Because only two other people know some of the other people we're going to have on Talented Universe. So oh, wow, go ahead and say it. But we're getting ready to, because we have some other shows that we do on the network. One of them is called Trekking Across the Universe, and that one focuses on science fiction fantasy. So last year
What's it called again? Could you repeat it?
Trekking Across the Universe.
Trekking Across the Universe. I am going to actually.
Yeah, and so last year we interviewed, or let's say had a nice conversation with about 12 members of the cast of the sci-fi series The Ark. So
so cool.
we had 12 of the actors come on, 8 of them all at once. That was
wow.
We had 8 at once. So this year their new season starts July 17th, and we will be having some of them back again, plus some of the new actors. And that will be on Trekking Across the Universe. But what we're going to do on Talented Universe is we are going to have people that work in the background, like the screenwriters, the writers, the producers, the costume people. We're going to have all of them on our Talented Universe format. So it's going to be great. So we decided to split it, just so it wasn't overwhelming for Trekking Across the Universe. Because, I mean, we were interviewing people once a week during when the show was being broadcast. Yeah. And a couple of weeks afterwards. So, I mean, it was pretty cool. So if anybody's interested in sci-fi, sign up for our network, and get the thing. Because if you're looking, at NDB Media's YouTube page, then you can see all of them there. If you're on the Talented Universe, that'll tell you some of them. So, or you just going back to where we talked about, ndbmedia.net, that tells you everything. So
wonderful.
You got the show. Oh, good. Scribed. Oh, yes. And Dean. Yes. Arc 54.
Oh,
Dean,
nice.
Dean Devlin. He's one of the producers, writers, creators of the arc. So
Wonderful. Well, I had a really good time, and I want to say again, thank you so much for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
Our pleasure.
And yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll be on again in a few months, and
yeah, if you got something coming out, let us know.
yeah, that would be fun. We can all see each other grow. As
There you go.
That's good. That's good.
And
we wish you all of the best for now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All of the best.
They're always appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Everybody out there in internet land, thank you for coming. Please join us again. We have, oh golly, yes, I'm trying to remember what we've got. We're gonna simulcast it on this one. Mm-hmm. We have the actor Evan Rain from the Hulu series Under the Bridge will be with us on Monday.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then on Wednesday, Wednesday, the 12th of June, we have Donald Hang from the new movie that just came out this weekend, Sight. I saw the movie. I was very impressed. It's based on a true story about a Chinese child that wants to become a doctor. He's very smart. He goes up in the ranks in China. He gets accepted to a university in the United States. He goes on to become one of the prominent orthopedic surgeons. And it's based on a true story. And at the end of them, I'm not going to ruin the end. But it's if you're interested in, based on true stories, and it's a good drama. It's called Sight. And it's out there nice. SIGHT. Yeah. But it's a good one. It's a good one. But as I said, he's coming, and he played the main character's father when he was a child. So he's in it a lot. Wow. There's a lot of flashbacks. I'll warn you about that. I was warned when I went in. They said, it's a lot of flashbacks. You got to pay attention. I said, okay, I'll pay attention. But it is. But it was really good. And I cried. I did. I will admit it.
Oh, you did. Crying is good.
It got me. And
that's good, Mike.
I wasn't the only one in the theater that it got either. So I didn't feel as bad.
Yeah, you don't have to, though.
Crying is a relief,
It is. It's
very good.
I'm rambling on, but anyway, that's what's on the network in the next week. So everyone take care, and I hope to see you all again.
Bye, everyone.
Of course. Thank you. Bye.